Dr. Life, in the business of saving lives. Back again, first responder, D-Nut, all of that. So, I'm telling this story, this dominion story. Man, what's that definition for dominion? The definition of dominion is sovereignty. Sovereignty means royalty. Dominion also means the land or the territory controlled by the sovereign. All right. The territory controlled by the sovereign. First and the last. The beginning and the ending. La la land. The territory controlled by the sovereign. From the East Coast to the West Coast. The territory controlled by the sovereign. Dominion. Sovereignty. Man, our people struggle with the word liberty, let alone comprehending sovereignty, which is exactly what you are. And they got you here grappling with equality or inequality. They've lowered the bar, lowered the standards, moved the goalposts. Shout out to my main man, Herb. My main man, Herb. And my main man, Spider Lokes Click. So I was with a company called 5 Links. And the whole reason why I was with 5 Links, I'm going to tell this story for the people in direct sales, network marketing, just in business, period. Being an entrepreneur or being a great entrepreneur is simply identifying a need and meeting the need. Identifying an opportunity in singling out and seeing where there is a need that can be met. And then you go out and you provide whatever is missing to fill the void, fill the gap, meet the need. And that product or that service that you provide, because there is a need there and you met it, it has value. It's an exchange. That's what being an entrepreneur is. The sad thing is, and the reason I chose the cycle that I chose to break the cycle, the reason that I chose specifically to break the cycle of the generational curses of poverty and the war on the poor, and I methodically and systematically made whatever personal financial sacrifice, made whatever choices, career choices that I needed to make. If that meant going and getting a bachelor's in business, I went and got it. If that meant going and getting a master's in business, I went and got it. If that meant getting a minor in finance, I went and got it. If that meant developing along the course of getting a master's in business, how to write business plans and apply business game planning To the least of these, my brothers. That's what we went and did. Once again, the reason this matters in regards to out west is, I don't know if y'all know, in hip hop, we are locked in an exchange with the West Coast. The East Coast and the West Coast are locked in a hip hop embrace and exchange. First, my main man, Bob Marley, defined one love. He was the first to define one love. Then my main man Nas followed up on Illmatic, one love. Then my main man Biggie in Juicy added the line, smoke skunk with my peeps all day. We spread love, it's the Brooklyn way. The Moet, the Alizé keeps me tipsy. Smoke skunk with my peeps all day. We spread love, it's the Brooklyn way. He talk about tangible resources. You can exchange skunk for whatever entrepreneurial, which is what I did. Exchange skunk for economic empowerment. Exchange skunk for golden Havilah bars, bags of gold, which we did. We break bread with our peeps all day. We spread love, it's the Trenton way. And then Common, Black Thought, and even Spider Load wrote songs about how those of us who was in love with hip hop saw hip hop travel, our bride hip hop travel from the east to the west, and we watched how as it passed through Chicago and it got to Common and them in the Midwest, and as it journeyed on over to LA, we watched how different individuals engaged with our bride hip hop. All this is about one love. All this is about is a love story. The love story of Dominion. The one love story of Dominion. And when you're locked in that one love embrace, you're locked in the one love embrace with the neighborhoods. With the stories that come alive from the pens of poets like Nas, poets like SP. And the sad part about our communities is so many people buy into this lie. Buy into this lie of, yo, go out and get an education and get you a career. Yo, all they doing is dividing and conquering us. All they doing is siphoning off assets and resources that usually never, ever come back to our community. Never. We went the total opposite direction. 2006, I told you all the story. 2005, we come down to Orlando, Florida. We get into a university. Called Full Sail University. You said Full Sail Studios. Full Sail University, where we could create any type of media on any type of level for any type of platform, point blank, period. We came to get the tools, the weapons. We came to get the tools and the way. I had already made a promise in Crenshaw that I was coming back with a pipeline. So I went to work. So as more and more resources come into our lives, we keep adding. All right, we're going to create studio environment so we can own our own assets and talents. And this is the main asset and talent. And over the same time period while we doing what we doing, you got other people out on the West Coast. In particular, my man, Snoop. Same time period, 14 years ago, he said he started a youth football league that my nephew's playing in right now to this day. I don't have him more here. But one of the greatest things about playing at the top levels of football and basketball is you got to have vision. There's no way you could be a tailback and find the hole and hit the right hole if you don't have vision. There's no way you could be a point guard or a two guard and run the offense and make the proper passes and drop dimes if you don't have vision. And so while I have all of these programs going on, these is all resources, these is all programs, these is all, Snoop created a football league to be a after school program. We created an economic empowerment, entrepreneurial development after school program. Around the sports league. So you don't just get on the field and play. We didn't want to create a glorified babysitting program. We got enough of them. Let the Boys and Girls Club babysit the kids. Now let's take talents and resources and let's do like my main man E.T. did up at Michigan State. He went to Michigan State and created a program called 1825 to show the incoming freshmen, college freshmen coming from high school who came to a university campus for the first time, how to make the transition and capitalize off the opportunity of being there, the assets and the resources around them. Don't just come and get party and I made it to college. The first of my family to make it to college, and you party and then you just squander the opportunity. That's what our neighborhoods is doing with all of this talent. And we just babysitting and watching them play. No. Put some tools and some resources around these kids and have some vision. Put some economic empowerment. Put some wealth creation. So that's what we did. So what does that have to do with 5 Links? Glad y'all asked. So we got all of these programs popping. SPI comes through to Orlando, Florida, 2006, 2008. I bring a performing arts a performing arts drama club so that the young people in the hood could see African American young men and women, they age, standing on stage talking about how they defeat the negative cycles of life, how they ascend, how they've made transformations, but they doing it in skit form. They do it on the stage under the bright lights. They showing them like, yo, if I could stand up here and be a star, you could stand up here and be a star. That's all it takes is access to power. That's all it takes is being in striking distance of supernatural models. My main man, E.T. the hip hop preacher, came through, was the headliner for that. So we recruited heavily. We went straight into a summer camp. 6-week summer camp, 2008, 2009, 6-week summer camp. Got the community excited. Yo, we gonna break the cycle, 2008, 2009. Whole community, whole families got hope. Remember, President Barack Obama was just inaugurated 2008. Everybody got hope. A change you could believe in. And now here we got a program that's actually going to take you from point A to point B, and then what? Economy crashes, 2009. Lose half the people in my program just because of the financial situation that broke the backs of families. We go from a thriving program, full, jam-packed with kids and families, to people moving and going here and going there. In 2009, after that economic crisis hit, I said, I will never let my people, I will never allow my people in my program to go through a man-made disaster. Too big to fail, 6 greedy henchmen banks, crash an economy, bail each other out, make billions and trillions of dollars, and then pass the suffering on down, just like Reagan trickled down the economics. All right, that's 2009. So when I see 5 links in 2012, my right-hand man, Sakoni Scott, who I went to school here at this institution, Palm Forge Academy, called me. Like, man, you got to go see this dude named Thomas Felder. He just introduced me to a company called 5 Links. Now, once again, I done made a promise out in Crenshaw. Yo, I'm coming back with a blueprint of how to go from point A to point B. The lady who was bringing us to Crenshaw, she dies. We no longer coming back to Crenshaw. I already got that Havilah bar out there. A Havilah bar is a promise that has to be fulfilled. Then I make another Havilah bar to Orlando, to this community. Yo, another financial crisis will not come by without me having in place the economic engine to launch my people out of the way of these man-made disasters. That's what first responders do. In regular natural disasters, when a hurricane is coming or tsunami is coming, you have an early warning system, and the first responders, they get out in front of the storm that's coming, and they prepare the people, and they take the people, and they help the people get out of the way of the natural disaster. This is disaster relief. Once again, I said, being a true entrepreneur is identifying an opportunity in a need and then meeting the need. So when I saw Thomas Felder stand up there, and the first thing he asked was, "What's your why?" What's your 5 links why? I knew exactly where that came from. My man, once again, made that statement famous. What's your why? What's your why? In a room full of NFL athletes, he told the story of how Kevin Durant had a why. His college coach died, and the number that Kevin Durant wears is to honor his AAU coach that coached him and put him in a position to be who he is today. He has a why. He put his AAU coach, his family, his city on his back. What's your why? And when I heard Thomas say that, I said, man, if he is half as powerful as Saucony told me, then maybe this could be a blueprint that I could use to hand off to these families. Maybe this could be an economic engine. And I made a phone call to my main man, E.T. After hearing Thomas and talking to Thomas and then checking out some videos, and I came across a lady by the name of King Pinion standing on the stage talking about she got inspired by Tony Robbins. And I told E on the phone, I said, man, I could see you. I'm going to try and put something together. They got teams of individuals that they trying to help make a transition with the blueprints of success that they've built, and they trying to hand it off to a team of individuals to help them meet that same type of success. It's the same thing you was doing at Michigan State, helping them freshmen make a transition and to be successful in college. It's the same thing, same application. Let's put it together. He said, let's make it happen. I'm talking about vision, y'all. Out of that one vision, not only did we get him in a room, this is the first time I got him in a room. Just a sample. Oh,
but there's going to be somebody to sit.
I had it queued up. I'm just going to play a quick clip of E.T. dropping a jewel. And what I want to say, not only to my people in the community, but to my people in direct sales, network marketing, 5 links. Being in business, one of the greatest things that business people look for is to be able to invest in emerging markets. Investing in emerging markets. The greatest.
That's like bigger. Right now, they cool.
The greatest levels of return come from investing in the right emerging markets because there's so much room for growth. But I'm here to tell y'all that another financial crisis is on its way. And the greatest emerging markets is right here in our communities, in our neighborhoods. There is so much potential. But so many people try and get in these companies and try and go and market to these upper echelon individuals and all of these upper middle class individuals to have all of this disposable income instead of figuring out how to transfer the wealth and empower, to flip the tables. That's all this is about, flipping the tables. To let those down on the bottom.
That's like bigger, right? Now
that you could do just what my man did. And so many others who are in this room. And to the people in 5 Links, your opportunity and any direct sales company. The traditional models leave our people behind. We created a model where the most explosive returns on investment will come from those who figure out a solution, which we have, to transfer the wealth and inject the wealth to our people and them into economic assets with disposable income to transform their lives. Then your pool, then your pie, your business opportunity pie has just grown exponentially.
So I'm like, I want to keep it 100, but I don't.
Here you go.
We will. I don't know if they'll have it for sale. You got like a little iPad, the battery was going in. I have to understand, as a presenter, I'm going to speak to my audience. And I can tell that I'm dealing with a very mature audience. But what I don't want for you guys, I hate coming into a place like this and it's packed and it's crowded and people are sacrificed. You've spent money, you got family members that don't know what you're doing now. Your relationships have changed with people, like it's crazy. I don't want that for you and you not make it to the top. I don't know the agenda. My only agenda is I don't want you to make that sacrifice. And again, this is not to be disrespectful. I know we all have different, we from different places, we have different teams, but I'm gonna be 100. My man Pierce walked off yesterday hurt because that's not why they came over to Brooklyn. That wasn't the goal. The goal wasn't to lose to Miami. The goal was they actually formed that team to beat Miami, right? So then when you lose to the team that you formed against, that's like bitter, right? Now they cool though because they making millions. They'll get over it. They'll be fine. For you though, you can't afford to not make your dreams become a reality. Now listen to me. I gotta make this plain. A lot of you in this room have made some serious sacrifices. And the kind of sacrifices I'm talking about, they're much greater than money. You have had to rearrange relationships. I'm talking about people you've been cool with for a long time, right? And so there's nothing wrong with a sacrifice if you're gonna get something for it. Now, I want you to understand something. I love it. He was talking about this whole, what's your dreams? What's your goals? You need to feel it, you need to understand it. But what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna try to talk to you in a way, challenge you in a type of way to help you to make that become a reality. Because listen to me, there's only one person in this room that can stop you from being all you wanna be. And the dream, there's only one person stopping you. Seriously, I mean this with all my heart. You are the only individual that has the right to stop you from having, being, and doing everything you wanna do. Like real. And there's only a couple things that's gonna mess you up. Your mind is gonna mess you up. That's your thinking. Your heart is gonna mess you up. You get scared. You're fearful. Those are the only things that can stop you. Now, I'm excited to be here because I always tell every young speaker that's speaking with me that you have to ask yourself this question: what gives you the right to do what you're doing? And what gives me the right to do what I'm doing? I was never most likely to succeed. Middle school, elementary, kindergarten. I wasn't even like in the ranks in kindergarten. I wasn't even like, they wouldn't even consider me in the third grade. High school, it was a rap. College, nobody saw this. Listen. Nobody saw this but one dude. One dude saw this whole thing before it happened. One dude was feeling this when the whole world was saying it's not possible. Like it took you 12 years to get a 40 degree. Like you don't even have one. One dude never gave up hope. One dude got up every day grinding toward it. One dude sacrificed everything I had because one person believed. And then when the one person believed, years later, two people believed. Listen to me very carefully. You got to hear what I'm saying to you today. I need you to do one thing. I need you to get one other person to believe, and then we own it popping. That's all you need. That's all you need. MJ just see the sky. I don't even know who the other people were. Like I can't name all of them. Like I might be able to say their name, but I can't tell you what year. It was one dude, all six. It was one dude that did all six with my man. Kobe, Shaq. And if there wasn't no egos involved, they would have done six. Two people murdered the game. It only takes you first. You don't have to be a valedictorian. You don't have to be magna cum laude, summa cum laude. I don't even know in none of the 12 years, I can't name nobody. The one, Lois Clay, is the only one I remember who was magna cum laude because I knew her. And let me tell you something. You can go to Michigan State, get all the magna cum laudes, summa cum laude, put in the room with me. You can put all their wealth together. Hear what I'm saying? And I'm saying this in the humility of Jesus Christ. Listen to me. Put them in the same room and look at what they've done and look at what I've done. And I'm telling you, the only difference is I eat it. I sleep this. This ain't, I don't do this from 8 to 5. And in my sleep, my wife like, wake up. You having a nightmare. What's wrong? I said, I dreamed we was going to be broke. I'm scared, fool. I feel like, what did you see a monster? Yes. The bank account said 0. Our son not going to be able to go to college and make mistakes. My son real. He make mistakes. He's going to have to take the class over again. I'm going to have money. I'm going to keep him up. He don't have a scholarship. He barely made it to Michigan State. He's not going to have a scholarship. But I got you. If you flunk the class, we can retake it in the summer. I got you. You not hear what I'm saying? I got money to help you with your mistakes. Because in the other community, don't think they just blast it out on the first one. They have buffers. They got nets. And the problem with us is not that we messing up. Everybody messing up. But we don't got no safety nets. So listen.
Yo, I'm here to tell y'all right now, the Father's Wish Foundation, y'all got a safety net. This right here, this is assets. This right here, this content right here, you can't get this content nowhere else. All I'm doing is repeating how we've launched a multi-million-dollar step-by-step brand. And I'm coming back to the hood saying, yo, who wanna be launched next? My man sat on footage like this for like 2 years. I done sat on this footage for like 2-3 years too. Then he took this footage of when he was in a room with them same students from Michigan State that I told you that he was showing how to make a transition. Same formula. And he took sound bites. 3-year-old sound bites. And took an athlete, a football athlete, and had him work out to 3-year-old sound bites. All right. And then when LeBron heard it, then when Kevin Durant heard it, then when the league started hearing it, and it's a wrap. Yo, we got 4 hours worth of content. Now I'm doubling back. Now we recruiting the athletes, not athletes that we about to let go out into the NCAA, not athletes that we want to go out and be slated. No, we getting a whole new breed. Whole new breed of business people, whole new breed of multimedia artists, whole new breed of Full Sail student, whole new breed of men and women from our urban environments who tired of being told that the only thing you could do is hustle, tired of being told that the only thing you could do is stand on them corners and them blocks. Nah. Here go the safety net and the Ascension launching pad. Come get it. See, Herb, it was a method to the madness. It's a method to the madness. Come out and see the next joint. I'm going to show you the method to the madness is.